Creation, a world on the brink. In the age of sorrows, dangers abound, and cataclysms loom on the horizon. But it is not without heroes. The exalted, those chosen and empowered by the mightiest of the gods, are all around the world. They have, and can, pull back from the precipice of oblivion. That is when they aren't too busy fighting each other. Now, chills as aura.
Don't die, Janochi.
Back as Lythander.
I guess we aren't trying to save humanity because we're fighting ourselves now? Okay.
Alatos as Gavel.
Will combat actually happen? Stay tuned.
And Gimerex as everyone else. Gavel! How dare you disturb my family vacation! Must band together to save the dreaming sea, and perhaps reality itself, from the greatest threat creation has ever known. All this and more on FateBreakers.
It's Spider.
No,
Spider's
not
the great evil.
no.
No, Spider is just basically a poppy dog.
Spider's just a boss battle.
He's a Kuma. You have to finish Lythander with super to get to fight him.
Okay, what happened last time, gang?
Semifinals of the tournament arc went down. I believe.
Yes.
Korak fought Ram. I forget what her name actually stands for. And
I have it in my notes.
Yeah.
And I fought Straw Maiden Janist, and once again put myself in the funny anime 1 HP moment that happened with Medi on the fight.
Yeah, I remember.
Which led me to realizing...
Janist got real big.
It led me to realizing that I may have spec'd my character too well for combat.
I don't know. Janist was one hell of a fight. You ended up taking a lot of heavy blows, and picking Oxbody right before the fight was probably a really good purchase decision.
Mm-hmm.
Do not sleep on Oxbody.
Do not. Please.
I technically cheated in my last fight.
So let's quickly address that. Korak made a slight math mistake and would have actually taken incapacitating damage, but we can just resolve that by applying a dramatic injury in retrospect, which we're gonna do now.
Yes.
Fluffed as injury to one of his merits rather than any physical damage.
Yeah.
Hey, your backing with the Silver Pact is... You kind of blew your cover in front of hundreds of people.
Yeah.
And even, as mighty as Lunars are, compared to Dragon Bloods, it's still kind of a guerrilla warfare against the realm and its offshoots like Prasad, the most powerful empire in the world. And drawing attention to yourselves like that can get you got, especially when the Sidereals are helping them from the shadows.
Aren't the Sidereals also helping us too?
Only a couple.
Fair.
Also, Gavel successfully summoned another second circle demon to help prepare for said Wyld Hunt, and he's given you a list of things.
Yeah.
He has in fact given you a list of dating sim dialogue options.
Mm-hmm. He's also made a flow chart of all the OTPs he has for my troops.
The demon Yaoi Frazier has joined the party.
The Fujoshi demon has arisen.
Fujoshi Frazier has joined your team.
What do? Do you throw them away?
No, I wish I could, but no. Novari, the playwright demon, is weaving an interesting tale. That's for sure.
Of a mass enemies to lovers story.
Yep.
There are so many jokes.
At the end of it, it will probably lead to the Wyld Hunt falling in love with us.
Some of them. There's a lot of plans for how the Wyld Hunt can go. There's a lot of numerous variables that can happen depending on some choices that you've already locked in, like for good and for ill, and also some other shit that could happen in between. Speaking of which,
all I remember in regards to me is that I know that the Wyld Hunt is pretty fucking intimidated by me.
Yeah. You did a lot of crazy shit fighting, essentially the front runner to win the whole tournament. You kind of came from behind in a dark horse. You ruined a lot of bets.
Nice.
I don't know what I did. It was a funny fight.
I believe you hid in a pond and just surrounded her with shrapnel after shrapnel, and then you took Ram's memories of the Wyld Hunt after losing, so now she doesn't remember she's supposed to help them. So that's one asset you've knocked off the board.
I'm gonna make it so that Ram helps us.
Perhaps, but in regards to that, there is a recovery scene in between the finals of Lythander versus Aura. And that recovery scene is probably going to be spent addressing the Stinger issue.
Yeah.
Gavel doesn't see another Gavel currently. She currently sees a Nue.
Oh.
Roll awareness plus any attribute to see if you can figure out it's not Nue.
Indeed. Actually, hold on. I forgot to get on the Roll20 thing real quick. Let me do that in just
Alright,
a
we're
hot
only just
second.
Because Nue is coming up to you, and with the opening sentence, it's under the pretense to discuss the Wyld Hunt preparations.
Mm-hmm. Get that.
Hey, Gavel, quick, what's the 3 numbers on the back of your credit card?
No, let's see.
Quick question now. What would I have to roll for that secret roll, for that thing that I wanted to do?
It would be finesse plus stealth.
Okay.
Alright, so...
And Aura, roll any attribute plus fortitude or awareness, your call. Or physique and awareness.
Weird.
Alright, so...
Weird spread, but sure. Physique and awareness.
Physique or awareness with any attribute.
Huh.
and then it's awareness plus what?
Any attribute for you.
Any attribute. Okay.
Awareness I get, but why physique? Alright. I'll roll awareness.
Kind and full of grace, please. 5 successes.
What's my... I do not have an excellency, I'm afraid. But I will roll my 9 dice and be grateful.
Hey, Korak, that's,
Hey! That's 8 successes.
I noticed you're not using... oh my god.
8 successes. Whew.
Korak has sent me a Discord of a digital dice roller he is using instead of the Roll20, which honestly I can't 100% blame him for after 34 plus episodes of Nightmare
Indeed.
Rolls.
Uh-huh.
Alright, that's 4 successes for Lythander and 8 successes for,
Hey, Aura, would you like a drink?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Aura, that drink smells funny.
Did you put arsenic in my drink?
No. A laxative, maybe, but...
Athletics check to pour it down his throat.
Oh no!
Alright, go ahead and give me a Force plus Athletics, and Lythander, you roll counter Force plus Athletics.
Oh boy, we're starting strong.
Hey,
Alright.
8! Another 8.
8 successes.
Holy shit.
I said
Alright.
Force plus Athletics.
Yep.
Yeah.
Truly, this is I am a genius. Oh no! Of sabotaging the competition.
Oh no.
So that's going to be 6 dice.
Okay. Chances can still be made.
Now, thankfully, there is information on what tainted food does in terms of,
No.
That is 2 successes.
3 successes.
Yeah, that's 3 successes.
Oh, yeah,
I
3
just wanted
yes. Sorry.
I just wanted to roll again just to make sure that I got it right for future
Right.
things. That
what did you put in the drink, Lythander?
a laxative.
Oh,
I thought you were gonna try to fucking put the give me the funky Kool-Aid.
Now, the laxative won't actually deal damage, but you will be, occupied for the rest of this recovery scene, which is important because now you can't help deal with Stinger disguised as Nue.
Oh.
Alright, so what? Okay,
Thank
so
you.
I got 5 successes on my awareness roll. Does that pass?
It is. You could definitely tell that something is weird, but I don't think it's necessarily that Nue is an imposter. More the sense that someone around you who is here is not supposed to be here. You're not necessarily sure it's Nue. It could be like the Wyld Hunt spying the summoned elementals or other scrying methods that aren't necessarily visible through spirit cutting glance, but this is, if not a setup from her, this is a setup from someone. You just can't tell who or
Okay.
what.
Do you notice that?
What? Oh, you mean Octavian?
No. Just got a weird chill up my spine a second there. You don't feel that?
Now that you mention it, yeah. Is that the other thing you called forth?
I believe... No, it's not that either. Someone's trying something sneaky here, but I can't quite place a finger on who is doing it. Probably one of those Wyld Hunt fuckers. Either way.
That probably checks out, but if they are watching us, I will be brief in the meantime then. She puts down a map of what appears to be the island that's created. So just let me know where you want me to put all of the stuff.
The stuff.
Yeah, the defenses for the boundary.
Yes, of course. Well, I suppose... Let me think on that for a second. Actually, you know what? With the Wyld Hunt possibly doing something like this, I can't. Not right now, anyways.
Alright, I'll come get you later then. We'll continue
Yes.
the discussion after the finals.
Just in case. I don't want one of those Wyld Hunt little bastards to see what we might be up to.
She turns around and walks away, and the camera can clearly show a sneer on her face that Gavel can't see since back of her head and all.
Yep.
And it's at this point, on the other side of the arena, the fake Nue comes up to Aura, and because he's impersonating your lunar mate, I am not going to make you roll to realize, hey, that's not her. And you saw her through her tail, so yep, that's strong scent to the sea.
Now, does he know? Now, does he know that I know?
Not necessarily.
How do I spin this in a funny way?
This is probably as you're like in the infirmary getting the rubble pulled out of you.
Ooh.
You did have an entire arena dropped on you, and Janice is in the bed next to you, just sleeping. Because she was knocked to Amicapath and needs to rest.
Oh. Let's see. Alright, out of...
Do you have a moment?
Yes, I do. I'm just trying to figure out... out of character, I'm trying to figure out how to spin this to make this funny.
Okay.
Whatever, I'll just play along. Oh, sure.
What's that smell?
No, I know, I get that it's not her.
No, what I mean, that's her saying, what's that smell in regards to a different smell. Is that's root for designed to induce intestinal... Did someone try and poison you?
Yes. Another one of Lythander's pranks, I'm afraid.
What do you do with it?
Put it down his gullet.
Kind of... Well, it's unfortunate it was just a laxative. That won't give you an edge, but I don't know if you'll need it. Anyway,
It didn't.
there's something I want
I
to
knew it wouldn't give.
discuss.
I knew it wouldn't give me an edge. I just kind of needed to do that to him. sometimes. Anyway, what do you need?
What I wanted to talk with you about in regards to the pattern spider crap.
Right.
The guy who stole it. Stinger, I think his name was?
100 Venom Stinger? Yeah, that's him.
Yeah, that's the one. He's with the Shadow Fang Vanguard, as far as I'm aware, and I don't know if we can beat him. I heard Stinger has a 6-pack and he's shredded.
You're doing a Raven Beak right now?
Yep.
You will not be able to defeat 100 Venom Stinger.
He says, wearing the Groucho Marx
So,
glasses.
Aura does let out a bit of a chuckle. Sorry. Oh, sorry, I can't keep going with this. You know what? I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, because I haven't had a laugh that good in years. Thou dost compensate too much, Mr. Stinger. Well played. Ah, that's funny.
Well, there goes that plan.
What exactly was he trying to do?
What I was trying to do.
No, out of character.
Oh.
What he was trying to do.
Trying to intimidate you.
Oh, that's it?
Via coming to you as one of your closest allies and warning you that he's too swole to take on.
So I do ask him that, and then he tells me that.
Yeah. What I was trying to do was, once our business is done, I intend for us not to meet again.
Right.
And I was merely attempting to break it softly that I know you've done a lot of crazy bullshit across this region ever since you showed up again. I would prefer to not have to confront
Mr. Stinger. This is too much. This is hilarious. I hope you know this. Look, I've never been one to back down from a fight whenever things seem intimidating. If I did, I wouldn't have defeated Janus. But
rumbles over in the other bed.
as far as as you're concerned, you don't need to worry about a thing. If we don't determine you to be, if me and my crew don't determine you to be any sort of massive threat to the populace at large, and to those who can't defend themselves, of course, you won't have anything to worry about from us. Your eligibility for danger depends entirely upon your own actions. And that's as far as I can tell you. I intend to keep my end of the deal. As stated, of course.
The difficulty, of course, is if you're doing harm and don't know it, and I'm not talking about myself here, you're coddling them too much.
How do you mean?
The mortals.
No, I mean, how do you mean?
She leans in closer, and you see a kind of a disturbing facial expression on disguised Yue's face that you've not seen the real one make.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of the extreme fisheye lens close-up right here. The camera's tilted at a Dutch angle, and it honestly would be a pretty good meme reaction.
Why is he doing?
Probably.
Why is bro doing that?
To fuck with you.
They just get up in my
reason-
grill?
Yeah. They are not going to be prepared for what Falling Star is bringing to bear. Everyone in this direction is going to die if you continue on as you are.
You know, you say these things. You say these things, and you just kind of... Do you even know what you sound like? Like, do you hear yourself when you talk? Do you... Like, when you say something like, you're doing harm without meaning to, I kind of expect you to make some sense. Look, I'm not going to be the first one. You know as well as I do that I got my own reasons for being nice to mortals. You may not know it, but there's a lot more of them than there are us, and they can do stuff. They can do stuff we can't.
He actually laughs at this. Oh, really? Name it.
Well, for instance, a lot of politics is governed by mortals. A lot of the situations in terms of what to do with managing settlements and giving people their rights, their means to live. That's all mortals.
You and your rights again. There is no right to anything in this world save what those above you prescribe. And what my enemy would prescribe is oblivion.
Well, yeah. That's why I do what I do. To change that.
And what do you do precisely?
I set things right. Set things fair.
And then what?
Well, just observe, I guess. See if
Observe.
Check in to see if they need anything else. Keep a close eye, see if there's any injustice happening. That's all anybody needs to do. A spritz of kindness. Never hurt anybody. You could use it,
I've clearly overestimated you in terms of your interest to actually being a Sun King. Or queen, as it were. The point is, you are going to sit by and let the world burn out of some worry of mortals not being able to seize their own destiny.
Who said I'm here to sit and watch the world burn? I do what I do specifically to stop that from happening.
And yet you can only be in one place at a time.
That's what friends are for. Helping you do the things you can't do.
Lythander on the toilet.
Helping you do the things you can't do by yourself. You should try getting some. You should try getting some.
And what makes you think I am alone in my agenda?
Well, you kind of have the vibe.
I'm offended. I have many friends. Some of them are friends. Some of my best friends are friends.
Yeah. Oh, all right. Oh, by the way, let me give you this. And then I give him a breath mint. This should help with the disguise.
Well, as you have given me a gift, let me give you a piece of advice, as he is going to roll a persuade action on you.
You try. Against my fat integrity.
And this is going to be set up with a cat's puff tail.
Where's the name? Where is the thing I do?
He's spending a mote to gain 2 bonus successes on an attempt to instill, persuade, or dissuade an opponent.
Excuse me.
So that is 6 successes.
That's 6?
Yeah, from 2 bonus successes from cat's puff tail.
Let's see.
And let me explain what he's
Is there
trying
any
to do.
way is there any way to boost my resolve?
Citing intimacies, yes.
What is he trying to do exactly?
Well, first I'll say what his line is as he leans in and mentions, "You really need to take more of an active affair in preparing mortals. Now, I know you can't do what I do in terms of granting them the powers of the sea, but surely you could do teaching or training. I remember solos can raise massive armies in no time or teach entire audiences of people. You should do more to uplift them." He's trying to persuade you to do, like, a fucking training program for a shitload of mortals. Either Gavel's army or literally anyone else. He's trying to convince you that you gotta take more of an active hand in helping people, rather than just sitting and observing.
Where is... Oh, here it is. Destiny Manifesting Method. Spent 2 motes on that shit. Wait, no, that's
What
it.
does that do
That's
for
a.
them?
Oh, sorry. That's 3 to resolve against instill and weaken actions.
Yeah, this is neither of those. This is just
Okay.
persuade.
Oh, here it is. Elusive Dream Defense. The Solar's eyes flare. When the light dims, his resolve has changed him. And Integrity 5. When the Solar is targeted by a Persuade influence, which this is, he may commit the motes to gain the bonus until the end of the scene. So, yeah, I can just do that and then keep it up.
So I will reveal that he was actually going to go with a bit more of a sinister bent in terms of, he was trying to convince you to martially train people, specifically, of doing the let's get down to business scene from Mulan to entire cities.
Right.
What do you think the opposite of that would be?
May end this charm to gain a major intimacy opposed to the persuader's intent. The intimacy fades at the end of the scene, and the committed motes become spent.
If you want to, you could supplement this with a read essence, with a read intentions to find out what he's actually trying to do with this.
Sure. What do I roll for that?
Either awareness or presence.
Awareness it is. 7 success. I'm rolling fucking bones here.
Even with his integrity excellency, you still beat him on the tie.
Nice.
Because of the solar thing, that's really fucking useful.
Goddamn, boys.
He's playing you isn't necessarily the right word. He is viewing this conversation as someone who's kidnapping a bunch of spiders himself. He's viewing this as a thread in a web. He is viewing this as an asset to cultivate and use later. He's trying to convince you, essentially, to forge some things and to guide societies in ways that will be useful to him centuries down the line. He is playing the long game in terms... He mentioned training families and cities rather than just individual groups of people. He's trying to play the long game and trying to do long-term society shaking by catching you at a vulnerable moment.
I just give
in terms of militarizing.
I just give him the look. You know the look. I look at him. I turn my head down and I look up at him and I just sort of like half shut eyes, like do like a weird duck smile at him. And I'm like, are you really? Look. And then I imagine I can instill... What would be the opposite of this? I guess would be to...
Teaching people how to be chill and relax, I'm guessing.
Build bridges, not break them.
That would probably be a pretty good... that counts... It's poetic, but it counts enough as the opposite of... instead of swords, build plowshares, essentially.
Yes. So, I guess that means
Plowshares.
that could be like a... That's a major or minor intimacy? A major! Sheesh!
It's okay. It would have been real bad for you if he had persuaded you.
Build farms, not sword. What would he call... What did you say, Rex?
Build plowshares, not swords.
Build plowshares, not swords. And this is
he was gonna try and conquer them many years down the line when you had forgotten them and add them to his empire.
Yeah,
that was his real goal.
That makes sense.
Not necessarily violently conquer, but some form of absorbing him into the empire via a cultural or economic victory. Like any of the different victory conditions in Civ. As long as he wins, he doesn't care what he does.
You know, now that you mention it, there is a distinct lack of agriculture in these particular lands. I think this training thing might be a good idea. I can get Janice on that. Get her to teach the folks how to farm, get some ecologically sustainable.
Thank you, Korak.
Ecologically sustainable stuff going on. Swords to plowshares, yes. And I'm just going on about like this very boring business plan to help teach people how to thrive instead of survive.
The smile slowly fades, and it is replaced by a look of genuine disappointment.
You'll find that I'm a much
You're
harder.
setting them up to fail.
I'm setting them up to thrive, not survive. That's what they need. And one more thing. If you think you can use me as a pawn, you'll find I'm much harder to tangle than you first thought.
Cut to Lythander in the bathroom.
Shitting noises intensify.
Case and point. Now, if we are quite finished, I would like to go back to sleeping for 400 hours.
Oh boy.
Wait, does that mean Lythander wins by default?
No, this is still the recovery scene.
400 hours.
That's a comedic exaggeration.
Oh, okay.
After 300 years, I'm free.
Because I was gonna be like, yo, is Chill's just letting me win?
My dear.
As he starts walking away, but he stops and turns around. There is one more thing, and then I will be out of your hair.
Go ahead.
Among every single solar I've met in all my lifetimes, you seem uniquely opposed to the idea of... You realize we have the creation ruling mandate, yes? We are entitled via the sun and moons and planets themselves to rule over all of creation and guide it to a brighter future. And you're just content to act as a glorified farmhand. Why is that? And he is, with this, doing a read intentions on you to learn one of your intimacies, and is using his active anima effect of shifting Moon's reserve. Choose an attribute plus ability roll iconic to that character. The cast list, which he is, always adds essence and automatic successes to that roll. Choose the attribute plus ability when the effect comes into play. It can't be switched to the next scene. He's doing a read intentions roll on you, and he is getting 4 bonus successes.
I imagine he'll be able to do it. I don't really have any defense against read intentions rolls. Although...
Well, that's 6 successes.
That is unfortunately still beats my resolve. Or my unboosted resolve.
Remember me, what strength is your I'm not a leader intimacy?
Major.
Oh, now I get it. You do remember much of your past, don't you?
Can I call upon that to like... I like being an enigma.
Let me see exactly how it works in regards to the social system. If you could boost resolve against read intentions. Because I know you can do that with all others. I don't know if it helps for that.
Because if I can't, I'll just use I can always just spirit maintaining maneuver. Or try that. I don't know if that works. Because
let's find out.
it says influence or psych effect.
The cost of read intentions is not modified by the target's virtue or intimacies.
Oh. So yeah, read intentions may not be contested with this charm. Oh. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate. He actually does start laughing. You really do believe that you screwed up that badly in a prior life? I have news to break it to you, sister. You're not that person. You're not the Tinkerer, not entirely. You only have his power. Your Hun, your upper soul, is of your own, and you have every right to avoid the mistakes your prior self made.
You're right. I am not that person. I'm not, and I haven't been for years. And how I choose to use my gifts, how I choose to make my mark on the world, is up to me. We don't have to agree with each other. But as long as you can understand where I'm coming from, I think our conversations will go a lot smoother in the future.
I believe so. I will be seeing you later then. Good day and best of luck.
Try not to play yourself next time. See ya.
As he leaves, and after he's long out of eyeshot and on his way out, Gavel Aura left the tent and is getting ready and is headed towards the bathrooms.
How does she?
Then comes out.
How does he know that?
After a while later.
How does he know my shape?
Face Taker's Gaze. Copy the shape of someone for whom you have learned a major intimacy.
Oh,
by
really?
cultivating an intimacy of similar subject and intensity. The same thing you used for Gavel.
So what's he got? What's an intimacy he's got for that?
Something to do with leadership.
Just something to do with leadership?
Towards himself.
Oh.
So here's the real question.
Mm-hmm.
Is this a men-only bathroom?
It's gender neutral.
Damn. You see what I was trying to do to make sure that it was actually...
Yeah.
Because if... Actually... They might not know this, so... Okay.
Gender, it basically means very little to looters anyway.
I understand that, but... Hear me out. I would probably...
Oh, by the way...
Yeah?
Can I do anything with no scam goes without a call out when he tries to can I just sort of intuit some bullshit is about to go down?
Yeah, you could definitely realize that something is off about how that conversation ended.
Getting desperate, are we? Alright.
I don't necessarily know if you realize that. Give me any attribute plus integrity roll.
Oh boy, here we go.
Oh, can I do bureau breaking method on him?
This is not a bureaucratic venture, but you could use that on several of his other schemes, including any that you speculate might be happening, thanks to the solar version of that charm. You don't even need to know if it exists, you could just guess if he's doing it, and it could latch onto something similar.
That's
Let's
hilarious.
See. Alright, he was talking about setting up some kind... So, as a mere reminder of that, he was talking about setting up some kind of, future takeover. He's trying to sow seeds, he's trying to sow seeds so he can reap them later, essentially. Plant some ideas into people's heads so he can come in and take advantage of them in ways we can't yet figure out later on.
Essentially, yes.
So I'm just going to be like, your seeds are fucked. That guy's seeds are absolutely fucked. I just think that if he's going to try some kind of power play to get that weird independent state he wants, well, let's just say I'm not the only person he's overestimated.
Cut to Lythander, the way overestimated person. who's always underestimated.
I was talking about himself, but sure.
Oh, okay, I see how it is.
Yeah, out of the bathroom emerges.
Lythander.
Out of the bathroom where Aura stepped into emerges a generic monk who walks out and leaves the arena.
Oh yeah, forgot to roll for that. So first, force plus embassy if necessary.
But which one's the real Aura?
Force plus embassy if necessary. Is it necessary, Rex?
Yeah, that will be necessary. Yeah,
All
against
right, excellent.
difficulty 5 because this is a magic bureaucracy venture that he is investing.
Well, whatever.
1 success.
So from spending a mote, I can reveal that you definitely realize that this project, that these grand schemes and machinations of projects exist, and you're not too far from the money as to its accuracy, but when you try and tug the threads of essence that cause the butterfly effect to happen, of what you did way back in session 1 to determine Sky Sundering Shadow doing the salt theft scheme, the threads don't budge. He has warded this against sabotage, and the wardings appear to be enough to detect, at least when you're in a weakened state after Janice beat the crap out of you, it's going to be difficult to do that sabotage right now. He knew that someone would try some indirect sabotage. Not necessarily you. This seems to be a bit more focused towards interference from above, so to speak, but it's still triggering the same defensive measures.
Right. Gotta approach this with a knife rather than just poking and just letting the wind carry it. You've built your spider web quite nicely. Alright.
Whatever happened to the
Spider
Fate
sneezes
Weaver we
elsewhere
have?
in the arena.
Alright. Guess I've rested
Do we have
enough.
the Fate Weaver back?
Time to go be a nuisance. Then I put on my...
Oh boy.
And I'm just gonna put on my jacket and start wandering through the arena. Trying to see if he's there.
Do you have any effects that contest flawless stealth, Chills?
Good question.
I know you have probably the most awareness tricks out of anyone, so if anyone has a chance to find a mirror while you're being a nuisance, it's probably you.
I don't actually know if I do.
Oh, you're looking for a mirror?
You said you were wandering around and being a nuisance, so that's one of the random encounters that could happen.
Oh, okay.
No, that's environment. Chaos repelling pattern. Everything within short range is completely immune to environmental twisting effects.
I am gonna do a quick roll-off to see if any of the local dragon bloods, because it's a roll-off via essence, and this is Amir's roll first, based on his essence.
I actually don't have that many awareness tricks at my sleeve. Oh, did he get 4 successes? Max rolls.
Well, no.
6.
Ooh, two
The Elder Dragon
additional
Bloods.
successes.
And the other dragon blood looking around. Nope.
3 successes.
No one in this arena knows where Amir is unless Aura has any awareness tricks that could help.
Do not. I just have pure awareness that I can roll.
Amir sent. You need a specific charms in order to pierce this veil.
Oh wow.
It's okay. That just means something is happening in the background for now.
Something is happening in the bathroom.
Let me know about that.
The bathroom.
Let me know more about that. About those awareness things later. I don't actually know about it.
Yeah, it's not just for him. There's a few other circumstances in the future where that might be useful.
Yeah, because I have 4 awareness. I've not really spent it on.
Yeah, for reference, if you remember the trick that what's the exigent of truth from earlier? Blinking eye. You have the same. Solars have access to the same see-through illusions and any bullshit magic as he did. Under awareness as a solar mode.
Actually, speaking of which, Rex, did I get anything last session?
Not yet. Completion of this session will be a minor milestone for everyone.
Okay. Just to check to see if I would have the point to grab that immediately.
Not yet, no.
Alright.
I will say one other thing before we get started with the next round of the tournament. Gavel?
Yes,
Now is a good time for you to start reviewing the various charts put forward, and there appear to be some names that you don't recognize who are listed in this play, so to speak.
Okay.
There is an antagonist for the script. It's not any of the Dragon Bloods, and you know this because the person listed does not share any of the house names, and the list of titles he has takes up an entire fucking page of the casting call.
Goodness sakes.
Among one of them, however, is Green Sun Prince.
Green
Which
Sun Prince.
That's actually not a title specific to him. That's a title for all Infernals.
Oh, that's great. Okay.
So another Infernal is involved, and specifically in this, you can see that this guy has fucking hundreds of names, is the first noteworthy thing you notice scrolling through the start of the pamphlet.
Nori.
Yeah, what's up?
What's this name exactly? It seems you may have a bit overrepresented their titles, it seems.
Oh, no, I didn't
can't
overrepresent him, that's all him.
Really?
Yeah, huh?
Then who is this fellow, if you don't mind my asking?
I don't know too much about the specifics right now. All my first circles picked up a bunch of names and cast him as the villain.
Okay, then.
Mind you, you're probably going to be on the same side. You're like, what, both princes picked by the bosses downstairs.
Sure, we can go with that for now.
He's only I think they probably cast him as the villain because he fucks with people a lot.
That's usually what Infernals tend to do, so I presume so.
I mean more in the emotional level, not the...
I knew what you meant. Fascinating.
Oh, by the way, you going to that con next month?
Con? What? Oh, yes, these conventions you've been spewing on about recently.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a panel there for the all thing.
Panel, yes. I believe you've mentioned that word a few times as well. And as much as I'm going to regret asking this, what was this panel of yours, the subject of it exactly?
Oh, I'm co-hosting it with Mara. And you know who Mara is! That's the demon who taught you sorcery!
Oh! Well, then, that isn't as hideous as I presumed it was going to be, so perhaps if I'm in the area, I may take a step into this panel of yours.
Obscura leans in your ear. Truth number 904,099. I don't think that's the right number. That's not one of my one truths, but anyway. Truth number... Don't go to that panel.
Oh, no. Noted. Okay. Is there any other, specific cast members I should be aware of?
It lists the fucking Rani Satrap herself of Prasad as a character. The ruler of the entire empire features in this play.
Goodness sakes. Okay, Novari, why is this person in the list exactly for this play?
I mean, she's the post-credit stinger.
Oh, I see.
I'm gonna do a sequel after this is done.
I suppose we'll see, depending on how, successful this first play is.
looking at your chances, it could go either way in terms of heartbreak or the more exciting answer.
Indeed. Alright, any other names I should know about? Or that Gavel should know about?
There is just a name listed there as Sidereal.
Seriously, no other information, huh?
He just shrugs.
Yeah, fine, sure. Alright, Gavel's probably just gonna look over what parts of the cast that would be of interest to her and just sort of...
There is a War Strider, scene in the script that you noticed early, but there is a note saying, may be removed.
Oh, great.
Novari was unsure of whether or not that scene is going to be included thanks to the specifics of the deal Aura made.
Ah.
Or rather that you made in regards to the data I
Indeed. Gotta get the rebrand.
Mm-hmm. Unsure if they will also rebrand to get around the specific wording too, who knows.
Mm-hmm.
Any other questions you have for me to answer, as I'm probably going to ask you two to roll join battle now, as I think of the last few ironing board issues here. Ironing board, what the fuck? Rex, what the hell are you talking about?
I don't know.
Hi.
Need to iron some clothes, I guess.
Maybe.
Anyways. Oh, goodness. Does it say any specific locations?
Definitely the Maw of Ceciline, the island you made, is definitely one of the key locations. As it's kind
great.
of a romantic siege? Why does he think a siege is romantic?
I will never understand the romantics. I pray I never do.
Gavel is not a fan of the romance. What's the Enlightenment era romance? Or there's some kind of period named the Romantic Era in history. Forget which one.
Mm-hmm.
You guys go ahead and roll join battle as we're...
Wait, what? Wait, we're rolling join battle?
You're
just
getting
preemptively.
into your... Yes.
What do you mean preemptively? I should not have to join battle. I'm on the toilet.
Well...
After this scene, when you'll be off the toilet.
I refuse to remove myself from this toilet.
But yeah, about that.
Well, as that's happening, there is one other detail. There is an entry for Spider. He seems to be... As you open this, there seem to be multiple different versions of scenes. Depending on whether or not who he is paired up with and who he just fucking murders. There is a choose your own adventure centered around this man and this man alone.
Oh my goodness.
Question. What does the page say about murdering Lythander?
One of the included.
Wow. What about marrying Lythander?
Also included.
Wow.
What about causing the world to die?
Also included?
Save for the sequel with a note in the margins.
Oh.
So he's not gonna kill the world.
He can't do that yet. He's only Essence 1.
Oh.
He needs to be Essence 2 first.
Okay. So,
Spider comes off as the kind of, like, power grinder who could just sort of get to level 3 faster than anyone else.
He might scale at Essence quicker than most NPCs, perhaps.
Oh, goodness.
Alright, is there any other preparations you guys want to make before battle? Any words between Lythander and Aura as they are walking onto the ring later? There is a completely different ring by now. After Janus completely demolished the old one, they just had to build something new. It's just a standard stone circle right now.
I would like to make a performance check.
Okay, go ahead and give me a roll with any attribute.
Alright.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to probably the worst fight you're going to have to see all night.
That's a hell of an opener.
6 successes.
You're
All
going
right,
to see
continue.
the brutality of friendship come to an end. As two brave souls and one cowardly soul tries to survive this fight, to then go and fight upon another demon.
All right, we're rolling. We're going for Blossom of Inevitable Demise for
Isn't
join
that-
battle.
That's 6
Also-
successes for Lythander's roll.
All right.
Goodness,
Do I
what's
get
it?
a stunt?
Yes, go ahead and add a stunt.
Okay.
For my finesse
Also
or
a dish.
ranged combat, so I add
You see,
4.
you see Octavian in one of the sports chairs.
Goodness. Also, additionally, isn't that entire raid off just the last session of that Dokapon thing
Whoops.
you lads did?
Maybe.
Hold on. How many is that?
Kinda. I mean, hey, I had a
One,
pay
2,
money
3,
there.
4, 5,
3,
and
4,
I have 4 automatic successes.
You
When
do?
you think about it, it's kind of pathetic
Yeah.
I had to pay everybody.
Blossom of Inevitable Demise lets me add automatic successes when I'm rolling join battle, equal to finesse or ranged combat, whichever is lower.
Wow.
Oh, wow, right. So Aura goes first then, and the crowd is partially going wild and partially still scared of the two anathema about to beat the crap out of each other. Like, even with Lythander motivating the crowd, there is some religious anxiety no amount of convincing will be able to do, at least in this time span.
Aura has a brilliant plan, and it doesn't involve winning this fight.
Oh.
Oh?
So, Aura's going to start with a regular old... at what range do we start from each other?
Long.
Ooh, long. Lythander, if I recall correctly, can attack me from long range.
Yes.
So,
Death of Obsidian Butterflies can reach pretty far, I think.
so I'm going to do... Let's start with something familiar.
Let's start with something completely different. I surrender.
Revolving. Let's start with...
Is that a... I want to check if Lythander is serious.
Yeah.
Where is my...
Are you?
No, because I know
Okay.
that good old
I'm trying to remember what the...
I will say if you surrendered, Octavian and Spider would both be very disappointed in you.
fine, I'll try to kill Chills.
Where is the... Huh. I can't seem to find that one charm that I was using, that I used in the fight against Janus.
Revolving bow discipline?
No, the one that increased my range.
Double distance technique.
Yes.
Oh, okay. So you are trying to kill. Got it.
No,
This isn't necessarily... It's just to incapacitation.
no, I'm not trying to kill you. What I'm trying to
Death
do...
is not on the line in this fight.
What I'm trying to do is hit you at all.
That's very easy to do, believe it or not.
Yeah, but I gotta get closer to do that.
You have a gun.
And you have
The
magic.
gun is limited to short range without magic.
Yes.
That's fair.
So,
I'm kind of more of a close range fighter, to be honest.
no problem. Alright, yeah. Double distance technique. And then I'll spend an additional mote for triple distance technique.
What the fluff?
So now my... and then I'll flurry that with... I believe the name of it is... Yeah, streaming arrow stance. And now my... my defense is keying off of my ranged combat. And my ranged attack is at long range.
Okay, so
Go.
this is just you getting the setup without attacking, okay?
And I move away from Lythander reflexively. So now I'm at extreme range.
Yep, you're at the very edge of the arena now. Lythander, you're up.
Okay, so I am going to use a moat. Or I'm gonna get in close and use a moat to fire a glorious exalted burst.
You're at extreme range from each other right now from the movement you just did. You could get to long range with your normal movement action, and then you could sprint to get to medium range, but that would take your attack action as well.
What if I flurry it?
You could flurry it, yeah.
If I remember correctly, flurrying gets rid of. Oh wait, no. Glorious Exalted Burst is short range anyway, so.
You could spend an anima when you use it to
increase it to medium.
Yeah. And you could using the charm commits one mote, so you could just spend the anima from activating that to extend it.
Okay. So yeah, flurrying it, I've reduced my dice pool by 1 or 2.
Via 3.
Via 3.
Yeah, but you could bring it back up if you stunt.
Jules, you're gonna hate me for this. I'm going to rush. I'm gonna do something very unexpected. I'm gonna throw the shovel and run at you.
Okay.
And using the Glorious Exalted Burst.
Okay, Glorious Exalted Shovel. Nice. And a stun.
Yeah. This isn't gonna work, I already know. Oh! 6 successes.
Wow.
Six successes. My defense is 5.
Glorious Exalted... Glorious
is
Exalted Bolt has Overwhelm 2, I believe, since it's an artifact weapon.
Yep, it is an artifact weapon. Let's see here. Just want to see anything else here.
It is a heavy weapon. Let me see if that changes anything.
It is. So I believe that gives me 1 auto success.
With accuracy, yeah, actually. So you get 3, I think.
Yeah, so I would gain 3 power.
Yes. Which is more than the, it is more than Overwhelm, so did a bit better than average, as the shovel does kind of smack against, your leg, Gavel. Aura, why? 40, 35, I keep mixing them up.
As is usual.
It bounces off of Aura and then hits Gavel in the crowd. There.
Ow.
Not my
Ow!
shovel!
You threw
No,
it!
not Shovey!
You threw it! How are you surprised?
I would like to make another attack since that was their action.
Also, I'll reflexively Glorious Exalted Arsenal for what do you call it?
The build power reflex.
Yeah, the reflective build power. I'll go ahead and roll my 10.
As this is happening, I am giving Alatos something to do with Octavian.
Oh.
Octavian's right next to you.
Oh, great.
Bit of an unfortunate low roll.
So about the fight, I don't think that's a success on that build power, actually.
It is
Yeah,
not.
it is not.
I have 4 defense.
So brief cut to before Aura goes, cut to Octavian. So about our duel. Where were you thinking we would set that up?
Didn't we agree it was going to be in, what's the equivalent of heaven in this world again?
Yushan?
Yushan?
Yushan, yes. In Yushan.
Well, the wording was specifically a celestial sky dome, and the goat, I don't see where he is right now, made a loophole, hence this place.
Similar to,
I
I believe the exact wording was a sky dome similar to Yushan.
But much, much, much smaller.
Yes.
You're not seriously going to say what I think you're about to say, are you?
Well, what did you think I was about to say?
You were going to say that, well, this is a good enough substitute, don't you think, Gavel? We may as well have the fight right here.
Well, that was only one option I was going to suggest.
Oh, Yosi.
You seem to
and
have,
the others?
You seem to have made a sky dome. I could see it from the horizon of all those fangs stretching up to cover your new residence.
My island, yes.
That's
Although
close.
I don't entirely disagree with your choice there. If my new homeland could take the beating of a prince such as yourself, quarter prince.
Layer
It
Prince,
could.
I've upgraded.
Oh yes, I forgot about that. But either way, if it can stand up to a beating coming from you, then, well, the Wyld Hunt shouldn't be too much of an issue then.
Plus, your men
the
are
whole-
already there.
That is also true. I don't like that you're somehow able to convince me of this.
I'm no fool. Putting you in here where the Wyld Hunt is breathing down your necks would put you at an unfair disadvantage. I want to face you at your
Indeed.
full potential.
Wow,
Yes,
why is he actually a good person?
You want me to tell you?
A good person.
You want me to tell you why?
Sure.
Back in the first edition, Octavian looked much different. He looked a lot less like just a dude and more like an ape lizard thing.
Oh.
Specifically, he was pictured next to like a big barrel of like the tar ooze that came out of him. He also was listed as having a mysterious foe known only as the Mushroom King.
No way! Come on!
Mushroom boys are back!
Oh my
No.
goodness!
You
sakes.
misunderstand. When I say the Mushroom King, think he looked like an ape, was pictured next to a barrel, and also loved the earth, which specifically meant he was in love with Gaia. A princess, you might say.
This dude was straight up in first edition a reference to Bowser.
Nope, Donkey Kong.
Yeah. You said Lizard as well, so I'm like, okay, Donkey
Possibly
Kong
both.
and Bowser. Yeah, a culmination of Bowser and Donkey Kong.
Bowser
Yep.
Kong.
That's hilarious. That's
Unfortunately, I do
amazing.
not have Jack Black's pipes, so I cannot do a cover of Peaches that's all about Gaia.
Peaches.
I still haven't seen that movie.
I have-
It's pretty good.
That is what I've heard. That's hilarious.
Aura, your turn. Chills.
Alright. Lythander is now at checks medium range.
Yeah. Hmm.
Which is
And
exact.
Aura, you are at the edge of the arena, so you can't sprint backwards anymore without stepping out of bounds.
That's fine. That's what I wanted, in fact. Let's go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and move into. I'm going to go ahead and move into short range of Lythander.
Gotta give it your all. This is the final stand.
I will shoot. I will use a withering attack with revolving bow discipline,
Okay.
which means that after it, I get to attack again. Spend the moat for it. Really raising up my anima. My anima is spiking. Thanks to the little things of spending anima I did back when we were dealing with, what's his name? Poison. Stinger. Alright, that's a 10d10. 7s. That is 3 successes.
I think his defense is 4, so you only get your overwhelm.
Yes, which is, I believe, 3.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 power. I get to do it again,
Even though it was a miss.
even though it was a miss.
Okay.
And it does not suffer the dice penalty from flurry, by the way.
Yeah, because of the solar mode.
Mm-hmm.
The lunar version of it, I think, lets you flurry it with any non-combat action. We're no penalty.
Another 3, so I get another 3. The dice is not liking me today.
Lythander, you've never been on the receiving end of a flame piece before. Specifically an artifact grade flame piece, so... you threw aside your shovel, so what are you taking cover from or blocking with?
I am going to block it with my bare hands as I shapeshift my hands into bears.
Now, are you shaping your hands in the bear paws, or are they becoming tiny bears like the cat episode of Steven Universe?
They are becoming tiny bears.
That's horrifying!
Exactly. Intimidation
goodness.
check on Aura.
That is the wrong system.
Aura now
You wanna
feels
use that as
bad.
I'll let you use that as a stunt for a performance-based build power.
What was that?
I'll let you use that as a stunt for a performance-based build power if you want to do that.
Okay.
Because
Does
that's
that take up
very
my turn?
intimidating, as your arms just turn into individual bears who are roaring at everything.
Do I roll that now?
Yeah, it could be your turn if you want.
Sure, I'm also gonna spend a mote for the excellency in performance.
Okay.
Let's see, can 17 dice be happy for me? I don't think they will be, but you know what? Let them be kind, full of grace. Only 6 successes.
6.
That's still 4 power.
successes.
Yeah.
I
Is
don't
that a
think
withering?
Can I flurry?
Is that a withering?
Oh wait, no.
That's build power.
Yeah, that's full power.
Okay.
Wait, can you activate Greatness Inspiring Aura on the same step?
I don't think I can here.
I remember it had performance bonuses, so I just wanted to bring
It
it up.
does actually. Greatness inspiring aura only really helps party members.
No, it's a 2 success bonus to inspire. Oh yeah, this isn't inspire. This is threaten.
yeah.
So you're at 6 power now, which is enough for a decisive attack,
7.
though. 7, right?
Because I gained 3.
Oh yeah, you're right. 7.
I am going to try to back out though.
Okay,
Like
with
to-
your reflexive move.
Yeah. I'm gonna
you
try to.
back?
Back away and try to get into a hidden position.
Okay, you're back at long range, and I will say there is enough rubble left over from what Janice did that there are some chest-high stones still around. You could take partial cover. That increases your defense by 1.
Okay.
Alright, Aura.
What you gonna do, Big O?
Okay. Stretch my neck. And, reflexively aim. I'm not gonna move. And reload. And let's do the thing again. Revolving bow discipline again.
Both withering again?
Both withering again. Ooh, that's better. Actually, do I have to declare what kind of attack it is both times at the start?
Since you're making another attack, that could be a different kind of attack afterward.
Yeah, because that's 7 successes.
That only meets his defense because he boosted it, so you only get your overwhelm.
Seriously, wow. Yeah, fine. Alright. On the 7. Man, he boosted it high. Well, whatever.
That would hit. Shouldn't that hit? Because that's 7. I get boosted by 1, right?
Yeah, but that would only get you to 2, and his overwhelm's higher.
Oh, okay.
I guess so.
Alright, I just wanted to make sure because I didn't want Jules to feel
Alright.
afraid.
I'll spend 9 power on a decisive right now. Oh wait, right. I aimed, so I wouldn't I get anything else?
The 3 die bonus from aiming?
Oh, I forgot to add the 3 die bonus from aiming. Well, I get 1 more, so
Okay, so it wouldn't have changed because it still would have gotten equal to overwhelm.
yeah. All right. So, does the 3 die bonus from aim still apply to the second roll?
I don't believe it does, no.
Man. Okay.
How many motes do you have left?
Still 5.
Oh, okay.
Let's go for the second attack. This time I'm going to spend 9 power on this decisive attack.
Sakes.
Okay.
10d10. 7s.
Let's see.
I don't know why that.
1,
Two.
2 successes.
Successes.
That misses.
Okay, going back to 8
1
power.
Yep. As the rock takes the brunt of the blow, and the rock cannot be set on fire. That's not how rocks work.
All right.
Oh.
So be it.
I wish that's how rocks worked.
Some, not all, not many.
And I guess since I already took my reflexive move, I can't find a little bit of cover.
No, sorry.
Yeah. All right. I'll stay still.
Lythander.
With that, Lythander is going to just sit there, look at that, and then just pray to gain willpower while having the bears perform a copy of what just happened on my hands to the audience.
Okay, that's another performance of doing a pantomime to troll your opponent.
Yep, this is to gain will.
Right.
And I am going to use a excellency.
Okay.
That is
Mamma
9
mia!
successes.
Spicy
So,
meatball
I
roll.
would get 6 will.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
And
shit!
do you know what that is equal to?
What?
Flesh slothing wave.
Yeah, I think you should be able to do that.
At 7
you're-
power.
You're long distance from them, though, but the wave
Oh, I
can go
thought
out
we
to
were-
medium from its origin point.
I thought we got closer.
Yeah.
Did you?
Did you?
Okay, alright, then you should be in range then if you got closer.
Or I will go closer then.
Okay, yeah. Jump out from
Medium
behind
range,
cover to
and I'm
fire.
going to use flesh slothing wave.
Okay,
so
so
this
that
is
decreases
going to
the
be-
soak.
Yep. It ignores all cover.
Okay.
To medium range, adding the piercing tag.
Okay.
Alright, so that
decreases
ignores-
the soak.
Increases the soak. All right. So the medium armor that I have is not going to be doing much.
So I would re-rolling, it'd be 7. Wait, no, I have to roll to hit first, right?
Yes. This is an
Yes.
AoE attack, though, that ignores cover. Very useful against battle groups.
I
I'm
don't
going to
have
use another
cover.
excellency.
Okay.
Okay.
So I will, for sagacity here, to fire off the attack. 4.
4. That misses.
Mm,
Do you want to try and stunt?
no, I'm just trying to think here, because this is to inflict damage. So, even if it would miss the defense on an AO... Wouldn't the piercing tag add something?
Oh,
Because this
you
is-
you have an accuracy on this, actually.
Yeah.
At least one.
Oh, so did I. All right, never mind. That doesn't matter.
The
So
accuracy would have put it to the same amount that you would have gained.
yeah, I mean for the other, for the
Yeah,
build
so-
power things that I was rolling.
So it's a medium weapon, I think, right?
Let's see.
Because that does matter via.
Does it count as Death of the City and Butterflies, or for that?
It could be either one. And it also creates difficult terrain, so Aura would have a lot of trouble moving through it.
I don't actually know what this would be considered.
It's
under.
a medium ranged attack. Let me double check the tags for medium weapons. Alright, medium weapons have an accuracy of 1, and it's an artifact attack, so it has 2 accuracy. Meaning that you actually rolled 6 successes.
So that barely
Thank you,
beats
I'm
it.
sorry.
That beats it by 1.
So then I would be rolling 8 dice here for the damage.
Plus 2, with 2 auto damage from the medium artifact of it. And also, it decreases soak because of piercing.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
Aura, your soak is decreased by 2 for this attack.
Sheesh. So my soak is at 2.
4 successes.
All right.
Well, it's 6 with the
Sorry,
2
6
auto damage.
successes because of the 2
So,
autos.
Aura, you take 4 health levels of damage.
Sheesh. Yep. That puts me at
A few
-1.
seconds. Yeah, a few seconds after the wave of angry critters that Lythander unleashes, I'm gonna say it's more bears.
Oh my god.
A wave of spectral bears flies at you and starts gnawing at your flesh. Stephen Colbert's worst nightmare.
Tastes like chicken.
Ugh.
You are under the effects of his stand, Cocaine Bear.
Oh god, nice.
So, how hard is it to move out or through this difficult terrain exactly?
You need to take a simple action to move through it now, rather than a reflexive one.
Well, I guess I could just not move. I do have range.
Yeah, you're at medium range. So...
I still have range advantage.
Yeah.
Alright. Let's see. What do I do?
Remember, all of your rolls have a -1 now.
This is true. I get -1. That being said, let's, Alright, let's flurry. I'm gonna flurry this.
-4.
To take a move action to get out of the sludge. And then I'm gonna spend emote and...
Actually, wait, no, I don't think... So, sorry, there is no difficult terrain since it is
Oh,
technically the...
Right, yeah,
the
it's the
flesh
different...
one. Yeah,
in
it's not
exchange for dealing
butterflies.
more damage via the piercing.
Yeah.
Ah!
So you can move still reflexively.
Reflexive? Okay, that makes things a lot easier. Reflexive...
I don't like cheating.
Different reflexive move. Flurry. Righteous Devil Form. Burning Judgment Halo.
Right.
I don't know what that means.
I spend 1... so first of all, I enter my stance, which means that you can't move away from me reflexively anymore because you have less power than I do. Additionally, I put down a hazard that extends to short range. That extends, to short range.
You're medium range, though.
No, I moved reflexively toward him.
Oh, yeah, you move too short. Right.
I would like to activate Overwatch.
I can spend an anima to extend this to long range. I wish I could extend it just to medium range, so I didn't get the full difficulty and damage penalty. But I'll probably just keep it at short range. So he can't move reflexively away from me. He has to take an action to move away from me. And
Okay.
at the end of each turn, he has to. So first of all, I also get concealment while I'm inside it. It deals 3 damage per round if he doesn't beat the difficulty, which is equal to my force, which is 5. It has a duration of 3 rounds. And it doesn't interfere with my visibility, and I get concealment from this, which is different from cover.
So I have to move... I have to take an action to move, then.
Yeah, and you can't move away from me, reflexively. So you have to take an action to move. And each time I aim now, whenever I aim, whenever I aim reflexively, I get extra dice to hitting you.
Okay. And does that count as your action for the turn?
Yes. So I just set down a giant fucking bonfire in the middle of the field.
Bear trap has been laid down.
I'm gonna do something that you're gonna hate me for.
Mm-hmm.
I'm running away.
Fair. This has been helping you a lot, this fight.
And I am going to flurry a build power by jumping out of the flames, giving you the middle finger.
Okay.
I don't want to stunt for this. I just want to say that this is... Unless you want to give me a stunt.
That seems like a pretty creative method of escaping and pretty entertaining for the crowd, so yeah.
4 successes, so that would gain 1 power.
And you're at medium range now, right?
Well, 2 power actually. 1 from meeting and 1 from exceeding by 1.
Yeah. So, Chills, I'm moving as far as the DM will allow me away.
So 1 range.
Yeah, 1, unfortunately. You can,
Okay.
since it sounds like moving away is difficult from... Like, you need to spend more actions to move from him? Is that how that charm works?
He can't move reflexively away from me because he has less
Okay,
power
yeah,
than I
so-
do.
Yeah, so he spent an action to do that, and that's what the flurry came in from. Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, you're not, is it medium or long range?
Medium.
From each other?
Medium.
Okay.
So I'm out of the fire now?
Yes.
You are.
But the fire follows you, so...
No, the fire does not follow him.
Ah, okay. Fire is probably in, like, the middle of the field.
I don't
around-
actually know if I can retroactively or like do it during my turn. Because it says I can spend an anima to extend the bonfire out to long range, but I imagine that's only when I activate the bonfire.
I think only when you activate it, yeah.
Yeah.
In any case, that's the fire evaded. Turns out there is a way to avoid that giant fire trap. Moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
No one has tried doing that before.
No one has tried walking away from the fire before.
Everybody's
Oh no!
everybody in the crowd's like, how did he do that?
He simply walked away.
He simply fled.
Left.
He did a Tricisti and walked away. Alright,
What is he, a coward?
here I go.
Yes.
Alright. Reflexively aim. I'm gonna get my 2 dice. I'm still gonna get my dice penalty, but one of those is gonna get ignored thanks to my righteous devil form. So I roll like normal. I'm gonna go ahead and go for that. What do you call it? I keep forgetting the name of it. It's revolving bow discipline.
Right.
Once again. 10d10. First attack withering. Second attack probably going to be...
Alright.
what do you call it?
-1.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Wound penalties.
Yeah, the penalty is ignored. Thanks to my aim.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, so you're rolling like normal.
Yeah, and I get a 3 dice bonus from aiming. And additionally, on top of that, I also have 2 accuracy on this, so I get 2 automatic successes because my weapon is small. Finally, a good fucking roll. That's an 8. All right,
Yeesh.
7. Is it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
So-
No, yeah, 8.
Yeah, that's an 8. So you get 3 on the overwhelm.
I get
and then you get
3.
+2, so you get 5.
Yeah, so I get max power. I'm spending all of it. Second attack. 10d10. 7s. Oh, yes. I believe I do still get the accuracy from my weapon.
Yes.
5. And then with 2 accuracy, that's 7.
I do have a soak of 2. I'm going to activate a thing. I'm going to act since I took damage. I
Oh,
am
step
going
4, Dazzling Flare.
Oh, okay.
To add 5 damage dice to that, since it's decisive.
Okay.
Yeah, you could go ahead and activate. Say what you were going to activate. Sorry, I interrupted you.
Alright, so Relentless Luna's Fury. May spend 1 mote per damage die the enemy has in their pool, which grants the Lunar 1 power. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get power from this.
Yep.
And
Okay.
do reduce the thing by 1 for each.
Wound penalty, yeah.
Mhm.
So that's going to be... So I'd be taking 5 damage there.
I wonder. Does any
I am
of...
still at -1, so I am...
No, that's not damage, Korak. That's accuracy.
Damage?
That's
Oh, that's
accuracy.
the accuracy.
That's
Oh,
7.
this is all withering?
No, that's accuracy on the decisive attack.
Oh, right.
Then what was the... Was the other
I don't
one
think you
withering?
rolled
then,
damage
or-
Yeah, the first one was withering. The second one is.
But you were already
accuracy.
at max. That's... Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I spent all of it
Oh,
to do
okay.
this the decisive on the second attack.
Okay, my bad.
That's fine. So that's 7.
So, subtract your soak from the 7, and that's how much damage you take?
But he didn't roll for damage.
I haven't rolled for damage.
So
okay.
that's why I'm confused, because that looks like 10 for rolling for power for damage.
I don't get any extra damage on this because my weapon is small.
And I think you also... Wait, your defense is 4 right now, I think. So,
Yeah.
Automatic.
that is 1 overflow success.
No, that's 2. That's 3 rather, because of my accuracy.
Oh, right.
Also, did you step out of your fire then?
No,
What's the range on your...
long.
Short.
Remember,
The weapon.
triple distance technique.
Yeah.
Doesn't that wear off at the end of turn?
Nope.
No.
That's a commit.
It's commit.
Oh, okay.
That's not even a commit. It's just spend, and you just keep it.
Okay.
Anyway, I believe that is how much overflow? 3 on that.
You're already at max, so...
Yeah, so it's 3 plus 5 from my dazzling flare, and I'm at max power, so plus 10 minus 1 from your thing. So that's 14d10 damage.
I find it weird that spellcasters that require multiple resources cannot do this.
The trade-off is you get to do big damage to battle groups and AoE and multiple targets at once.
That is fair.
For Aura, this is only single target.
Yes.
Oh!
Yes, unfortunate roll.
So,
4.
so
He had a Korak roll there.
oh,
Yes.
I am going to activate Relentless Luna Fury. I am going to gain 2 power and lose 2 motes.
And how much damage is that? What's your soak?
My soak is 2, so 2 damage.
So you only take 2 health levels of damage.
I'm not sure.
As you do manage to get a shot off on Lythander, but most of it is the
but
burnt bears.
You see the bear. You just shoot the bear in the head.
Hold
And it
on.
falls down.
You dealt
dead.
damage to Lythander's hands, but they're still moving. They're just some slight first-degree burns.
Okay.
You
This is
killed a
gonna-
bear, you son of a.
This is going to be a little harder than I thought.
Certain subsets of the crowd start booing Aura for killing an innocent bear, not completely understanding the bit.
Oh boy.
Now you can reflexively move again, Lythander.
Oh, okay. I would think I could because I was outside of the.
No, you could. You only. The effect is that you can't move away from me because of Righteous Devil form, not Burning Judgment Halo.
Okay. I'm so close to being iconic. It's not even funny.
So am I. I'm actually already at Iconic.
Yes, but this is
You
going to
could
be
oath
funnier.
seal now.
I could.
This is going to be funnier at iconic when I get to iconic because you will get a 3 dice penalty for any rolls trying to touch me.
It's unfortunate you did a high damage roll, but whiffed at the last second.
Yeah, I've been rolling
Actually,
real low.
Isn't there auto damage for the gun though?
No, it's a small gun.
There should be
It's
at
a
least
light
one
weapon.
from the artifact. There should be at least one from the artifact rating because it increases everything by 1. So that's
Does it?
3 health levels of damage actually, Korak.
Okay.
Wait.
I will
does
take it and I will spend it to
Oh
another moat to
shit!
gain more
No,
power.
it's 1. The damage is 1.
Yes.
So it's
Yeah,
so
so-
artifact raises it to 2. So that means you take 4 levels of damage. So we're at the same. So we took the same levels of damage.
Yes.
Alright, so
Sure.
then I will be at 6 power.
Okay. That is my exact harness.
I am going to attempt to build... I'm going to flurry a build wield and firing a Glorious Exalted Bolt as
Alright.
as
So
a
-3
non... Aren't you outside of your fire?
No. Yeah, so that's concealment. So another. So it's -3 because of the flurry and -2.
Oh, so then
because
I'll
of the
just go
concealment.
to I'll just go to extreme range.
Ah, yeah,
Just
you could do that.
Dash to extreme range. Okay.
Yep.
I mean,
And-
Or you're
sure.
flurrying that with anything?
Yeah, I'm gonna flurry that with a gain will.
Okay.
Bill will
Because
Go,
of Shadow Hands casting, you could do that with no penalty, I think.
minus.
Yep.
Ooh. No flurry penalty. That's crazy. All right.
Yep, you could flurry it with any non-attack action, in this case,
Yep.
dashing.
Going to extreme range, so you cannot shoot me.
You are now at the border of the arena, Lythander. This is a very dynamic, moving fight.
7.
Wow. Lythander's
Ooh.
rolls are insane this session.
It's called I'm fighting
Absolute-
someone.
Absolutely.
I'm fighting a
insane.
I'm fighting a non-important battle.
You gain 4 will, I think, then. 1 from succeeding and one for each overflow.
Alright, guess how much will I'm at?
How much will you at?
5. Because I didn't use the will for when I was at 6. I
So,
didn't use the extra will, so
let me double check the
This-
wording on either of the attacks, because I think
I may use.
Obsidian Butterflies works at everything up to long range.
Yeah.
So you are too far away from him, but you could
Oh, yeah,
cast
no,
that.
I'm-
When...
Yeah, it's one of those where I want him to get closer so he gets out of his aura.
Oh, you're approaching me!
Mhm.
If you were using a non-flame piece weapon, you could still hit him, because flame pieces have all the punch of a gun, but lesser range, because I believe I mentioned the story of how there are gods up in heaven who can't agree on whose department guns would fall into, so they sabotage all events at gunpowder working.
This gives me a brilliant idea. Uncommit from Glorious Solar Arsenal. Gain it back, and I lose some hardness. And then, can I Glorious Solar Arsenal again to summon the fucking Moonbow?
Okay.
So, let me ask you. Uncommitting a mote is not reflexive, right?
It should be reflexive unless otherwise noted, I believe.
Because I believe Glorious Solar Arsenal is also reflexive.
Let me see exactly what it says in regards to charm commitments and refreshes.
Alright, that's smart.
Spending and committing motes. You may when a mote is set aside this way, let's see. Once a mote is no longer committed, it immediately returns to the pool. If she chooses to relinquish the mote, she may not reactivate the same charm during the next round.
Ah, okay. So I can't activate Glorious Solar Arsenal at the moment.
No, not until the next round.
So, I'm going to go ahead and...
Keep in mind you're recovering 1 mote at the end of each of your turns, though, for both of you.
Yes.
Yeah, I am. Trust me, I am kinda in that situation where I'm like,
Shoot.
kinda.
And I'm going
I'm in
to...
that state of I'm scared.
I'm going to commit another
It's
mote.
fine. You'll both live through this battle.
I'm going to commit another mote for Phantom Arrow.
Okay.
I activated serious mode for this fight, so
All players need to agree for serious mode to be
I
active.
am not going to... I I am not going to move out of my spot. Is there anything I can do with my reflexive move, though?
So, are you in extreme range then?
Still in extreme range.
Then, what are you doing?
I'm not attacking you. That's what I'm doing.
Okay.
Are you doing a build power? What are you doing?
I'm flurrying phantom. I'm flurrying phantom arrow with a build power action.
Okay, go ahead. I do think you take a penalty from that, though.
It's okay.
Flurry.
That's okay,
And
because I
also,
can
consider
excellency
your
it.
wound penalty too.
That's
So
okay. I got my
flurry.
excellency. And also, I do believe phantom arrow gives me something for that.
It decreases penalties by 1, I think.
Yeah, all ranged combat penalties are reduced by 1. So, what am I doing for build power? What stat do I use for build power?
Whatever one.
That depends on the type of action. You could do a focus with integrity. That's probably the best for your sheet.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just gonna be using. I'm just gonna be rolling that with an excellency with an 11.
And based on how you roll with this, I could also give you some background information on other stuff with integrity as well.
All right, I'm gonna take the time to sort of unfocus on the fights. My intention was never really to necessarily win the fight. It was just to sort of get the fight to a close enough finish, and then talk about something with Lythander.
Okay.
And then I'm just sort of looking at the crowd, sort of gauging them in a way.
I'll allow that to be folded under the focus action and take a stunt for that.
All right, here's a 5. 15, because it hits my cool. I believe that passes for one of my virtues.
Which one?
Want to help Lythander get his memory back.
Ah, right. Okay.
Memory and life
I
back.
already have my memory back.
Your life back!
It's slow.
You said something, Max?
It's slowly
Okay.
coming. Oh my god.
8.
Aw.
8. 8 power.
It's 6 power, I believe.
Okay, I'm at 6 power.
And from rolling an 8 on that, I could tell you, hey, remember that magic you used earlier to subtly fuck with the fabric of reality in terms of sabotaging other people's projects?
Right.
Because of this place's approximation to the loom of fate with all the pattern spiders here, you could see 1 or 2 scurrying around in the background, doing other things. You could swear you see one of them holding a tiny blueprint, and they're doing this right near the Wyld Hunt. It's hard to tell the specifics while you're in the middle of a heated brawl for the finals of a big-ass tournament between all sorts of Exalted, but it seems like another sidereal is involved. They're the only ones with the authority to really direct pattern spiders and act as field operatives for determining stuff, specifically with the Wyld Hunt. And given the fact that, well, both the sidereals you know are here, one is definitively on your side and one is oath sealed to not fuck with you for now, and nothing is being broken in your oath senses. There's a third sidereal somewhere, if not directly here, whose influence is being felt. I wonder if you made art for them recently.
Fascinating.
Anyway, take your power hand. Now it's Lythander's turn.
So, wait, so you're telling me she's here?
Not necessarily here. Her reach is extending here, though.
Oh dear.
That's for certain.
Oh god. Alright. Go ahead, Lythander.
Alright, so we're still at extreme range?
Still at
Yep.
extreme range.
Do I have any way to heal myself?
There are charms to heal yourself under physique for Lunars specific. Well, not for Lunars specifically. Lunars just get the best version of it because they're the hardest exalts to kill, bar none.
Okay. Let's see. So I won't have that. So
You could get.
eventually get it, but
Yes.
I'm going to Still
Yes,
at
body
extreme.
mending.
He's charging up. Basically, it is whoever moves first is going to get hit hard.
Mm-hmm. You're both at a similar health level, so it's honestly anyone's game. This is actually a pretty more evenly matched than I had expected, which I'm honestly all for.
I'm going to get my bottle of infinite alcohol out,
Okay.
and I'm going to try to squirt gun it into... Well, no, that's going to be range combat, isn't it? I was going to put in the fire so it isn't Aura's fire, so it would deal damage to Aura for being in fire that is not theirs.
Yeah, I think that's how that works.
Unless you're just fireproof.
The fire doesn't deal damage to me.
Yes, but what about fire that isn't from you?
Yeah, other fire would deal damage.
Yes.
If you want to, you could use that as a stunt with the spell of coating the butterflies in alcohol and setting them on fire.
Yeah, but I have to get into the correct range band for that.
Yeah, it's just long range, so you could use a reflexive move to get there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of all my will.
5 plus concealment is my defense.
Oh, never mind. That's stupid then. Because
No,
that
you
means
have
nothing is gonna
accuracy.
hit.
You have 2 accuracy.
2? Wow.
Hear me out, Rex. That's still a -3. I might as well wait the one other turn for that to go away.
Understandable. So what do you want to do? You want to just take a defense action then?
I'm gonna gain more. I'm gonna try to gain more power and hide.
Wait, he's got 2 accuracy for a medium.
Weapon tags.
For a medium?
Cause artifact.
Yeah.
Oh, he gets 1 more accuracy from artifact.
Well, it already has 1 accuracy on it, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, so then I get 1
It's
too.
a spell, Chills.
Oh, so then I get 1 too. My
spell.
accuracy is 3, not 4. It's my 3, not 2. Okay, I get it. All right. In that case, that's fine.
All right. So building power and are you taking a defensive action with a flurry?
Yeah.
Are you building power or will? Just to double check.
I'm building power.
Okay.
I'm
Building
going to
power. You
I'm
can
going to-
just take cover with a reflexive action behind another convenient Janus boulder.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna use a excellency on performance here to try to gain power that way.
All right. Gotta showboat to the crowd some more.
Yeah, I'm gonna drink some alcohol and spit it out into try to hit the fire.
Okay. Doing a hibachi sushi chef
Yeah,
gimmick. That's a stunt.
I don't believe it should be, but okay.
No, it's funny mental image.
So 5, so 2 power. Or would it be 3 since I met it? Yeah, it would be 3.
3 since you met, and 2 from over. So yeah, 3.
Yeah. I'm at
All
9
right.
power, Chills.
All right, and you're behind light cover
And
again.
8 anima, or 9 anima. I just need to live 1 more turn, and then
Oh.
I'll have your fire.
Oh boy.
Much? So how much? How much is how far away is Korak right now?
Extreme range at the very edge of the battlefield.
Wait, he remained at extreme range. He did not move.
Yeah, I'm
Yes.
remaining at extreme range because you let me.
All right. Let me see.
So you can use your reflexive move to get into long within range, but that would forgo your aim action.
Mm-hmm. All right. In that case, I'm going to go to. I'm going to go to what do you call it? Regular range. Normal range, long, reflexively.
Or
Okay.
medium, and use your.
This still keeps me within concealment because the thing extends to short range.
That is true. But also, doesn't it wear off next turn, too?
It does.
Wouldn't that be this turn after your turn is over?
Yes, it would.
It would. And then, I'm going to flurry a dash action to go into medium range. And then I'll flurry that
Okay.
with a revolving bow discipline.
Okay.
But before I do that, I will reflexively Glorious Solar Arsenal.
Didn't
All
you already
right.
use your reflexive action to move?
No, this is...
you-
I can just do it reflexively.
Yeah, you got...
But wouldn't that be a reflexive action, though?
It's a different reflexive action. You can take
Okay.
as many reflexive actions, you just can't repeat them.
Oh, okay. My bad.
It's alright.
I will summon...
Exciting dodge tanking fight. This is just like a Tekken match.
Actually, hold on. I don't even need
Complete
to...
with the bears!
Actually, I don't even
Yep.
need to... I don't even need to flurry the dash. I can just do it. I can just do it because the moon bow is, in fact, a long-range weapon.
That is true, yeah. You can't use your Righteous Devil Charms through it, though, since it's the wrong kind of weapon.
True. However, I can do this. Hey, Rex. Does
Yeah?
Korak need to physically speak some kind of incantation to perform magic?
No.
Oh. Alright. That's unfortunate.
I was gonna say, have I ever?
I don't know.
I just like to talk.
Some forms of sorcery require that, not necessarily yours.
Necromancy. I touch
Same.
people.
What the heck does Observer Deceiving Attack do for me, then?
Nothing.
You could still... I guess the Distract Gambit could blind him, which could not necessarily impair him, it just does the other bonuses of what that attack does.
Mm-hmm.
Or Gambit, rather. Yeah, the Distract Gambit would decrease his defense.
Alright. I like
Which
that.
could help since he just took cover.
I'd like that. Alright, we're spending 2 motes on Observer Deceiving Attack. And I can commit 1...
Just remember, Distract costs 2 power.
That's fine. I have 6. I'll spend 2. And then I'll distract him with a 2 dice bonus. What does distract do? How do I roll distract?
Alright, and don't forget about your -1 from wounds.
Distract is a ranged attack gambit.
So Phantom Air ignores the penalty.
Yeah. Or it decreases it by 1.
Yeah.
Which would just ignore the damage penalty right now.
So that would be ranged combat plus force plus 2. So here we go. Alright, that's 6.
Okay, and what does the Distract Gambit do?
It lowers your defense.
Okay.
By how much?
Lowers it. Decrease the target's defense by 1 plus 1 for each extra success for the rest of the round. Your defense was decreased to 6 because of or to 5 because of the cover, I think.
Yeah, so that
Now it's
would...
decreased to 4.
Okay.
Or rather to 3.
Oh yeah, right. Does this count accuracy?
Not for this, no.
Unfortunate.
For
Well,
the rest of the round, or for the rest of the combat?
For the rest of the round.
so I'm gonna do my withering attack as well.
Okay, so you're not punching me at all?
Oh, this is a withering attack. Well, this technically counts.
Yeah.
Alright, here's withering. And that's 5 plus 1, 6.
So that is
3 soak. Or 3.
that's 4 power then.
Yeah.
For meeting
Oh, yeah,
plus
yeah, 'cause
overflow.
you're Yep.
So unfortunately, just my overwhelm. Because yeah, Phantom Arrow also adds overwhelm.
I'm gonna roll for Hopkins actually while this is going on to see if he picks up on any more information than what. Or oh my god!
That is 6 successes for Hopkins.
Welcome to IHOP. Can I
Hey,
take yours?
Gavel. While this is happening, your darling dog that's been with you the whole time, hey, those wings weren't there previously.
Oh. Why does Hopkins have wings?
Excellent question. Maybe Lythander would know something about that.
Why does Hopkins have wings?
Didn't you mutate him secretly?
Oh yeah, you're right. I did.
Hopkins.
By the way, Rex, I don't understand this part of the observer deceiving attack. It can commit one mote on step 5 to conceal the direction of its attack and its effects.
That's for stealth.
That's for stealth. Okay.
Something that would suit a mirror. He probably has that charm too.
Okay. In that case, I don't use it.
Hopkins flies up and appears to dart forward, and you see the same pattern spiders that were seen earlier as Hopkins snatches the paperwork out of their hands.
Oh.
Flies up, the spiders you hear the spiders faintly scream in the distance and run away, and he returns to you carrying some documents.
Okay, what do these documents entail? Is that it?
No, that was Hopkins.
Vocal cords.
Oh.
Oh,
Good boy, Hopkins. Although, I'm gonna have to figure out how you got those wings.
What wings?
What?
They were there a second ago. Odd.
Oh.
Pedro actually transformed Hopkins overnight. It wasn't Lythander, it was Pedro, I swear.
Oh no.
They're a little bit soaked with dog drool, but this is the high-quality sidereal paper that does not damage easily.
Interesting.
However, it is also, you can immediately tell this is written in code.
Oh great, it's a cipher.
A pretty complex one, even from first glance.
Okay. Would there be any way to go about decoding this?
Let me double check exactly how the embassy charm for this works.
Okay.
As we continue with the background role for what you were taking care of, Aura. How does that work for you?
Because I reflexively used because I'm at integrity 5, or because I'm at ranged combat 5, I get to use whenever I use Glorious Solar Arsenal, I also get to do a focus, rally, or inspire build power action.
Okay.
So I did that, and I got 6 success, and I got 8 successes.
Okay.
So I'm now at max power.
Yep.
Oh, you too?
Yep.
Alright.
2 titans. I believe it is it Flawless Brush Discipline? No, that's not the right one. Lythander, it's your turn while I try and figure out
I
find the
you're not medium range, right?
No, long.
Long. Dang it, I thought you were close so I could give you a hug.
Yep.
Well, I mean, I guess walking to medium and then firing off my attack isn't going to be that bad.
Fair.
Alrighty, so let's fire that off. I'm going to be using all my power and all my will. And I'm going to be using an excellency so that we can get the sagacity to be sagifying, meaning I am now at iconic, meaning you get -3 to hit me.
Mm-hmm.
And I look like a goat to you now.
a goat glowing with magical power and lunar aura.
That is 8 successes to the hit.
You hit me.
Alright,
wait.
how much of an overflow?
Wait, Rex?
Yeah?
What is the name of, that thing that we can do? What's it called? Clash?
Yeah, you could clash.
I could clash.
I'll counter it.
Okay.
Alright, reflexively uncommit Glorious Solar Arsenal, so I can get my light weapon with higher accuracy.
You can do that during my turn. You can uncommit and then recommit.
I'm not
You can't
recommit. I'm not recommitting. I'm grabbing my actual weapon, which is my devil caster. Wait. How what's the ETA on changing weapons?
Let me see exactly what it says in combat. 1 second. Because that might take a simple action.
Okay.
Which would be missing the trigger, then I would
Draw a ready weapon. That is an action, sorry.
Alright, in that case I'll just use the moonbow.
Okay. Alright, so how does the clash work again?
You roll attacks against each other.
Okay, so you have to beat an 8.
Alright, excellency. I'm gonna use my excellency on this.
Okay.
Yep.
And I will...
You have one less accuracy with the moonbow, I believe.
Uh-huh.
And -1.
-1. But that's lowered by 1. Thanks to
Lythander,
Phantom Arrow.
I think this is Death of Obsidian Butterflies, right?
Yes.
Okay, so add 2 accuracy for
yeah,
that.
so
then.
sorry, you have to beat a 10.
Sheesh. Yeah.
Which is possible. Like, it is super
Yep.
possible. I'm waiting for you to roll all 10s.
Don't think that's happened yet
6.
in the campaign, but
Unfortunately, I do not meet it.
Successes.
So
Alright.
Lythander wins the clash then.
So do I get the extra power from the attack from the clash? Then?
Oh, wait a sec. This was what? You're doing a withering?
No.
You don't get the. You get overflow from the clash. Yes.
Okay.
And
So
I
that's
lose.
4 overflow.
And I lose 1 power. Okay.
14.
Yeah.
So I'm using all my power, so this is going to be 14d10, 7 successes.
It really is your zoning that's winning the fight for you.
You kill me. Yeah, that's it.
Oh,
Well, KO.
You KO me. That's
Wow.
that's more than 4 levels of damage, so I get incapacitated.
To take a page from what everyone else is thinking of, how do you want to do this? With apologies to Mr. Mercer.
Lythander is going to walk up to Aura after that clash. Because I'm just going to say that the butterflies consume the light of the moonbow.
Yep,
They absorb and
disintegrates the
reflect
moonbow.
the light all around, causing a solar flare from Dragon Ball to blind everybody.
Nice.
And nobody will see who actually won the battle
Until
because Lythander until the dust settles and Lythander is going to lie down, exhausted. So it looks like it's a double knockout.
Did that blast Aura out of bounds, though?
Do you want to roll?
Hey,
We're
Aura,
at medium range.
go ahead and give me a Fortitude plus Athletics to see if you remain in bounds or not. Chills?
2 successes.
I do not.
Nope, you go flying.
Dang. I was here trying to make it seem like it was a double KO.
Unfortunately, you win. I'm sorry to tell you that you won.
I try to throw myself out of the arena at the same time.
Unfortunately, the winner's already been declared.
Damn.
Congratulations, Lythander. You fucking killed my fucking ass. Let's
Damn, I won.
How do I do this?
No one, the world may
never
never
know.
know.
You did it through zoning.
You used the tried and true tactic of running away.
Yeah.
A tactic that has seldom been fucking tried in every fight I've been a part of.
Except for now.
And also you've done the fantastic deed of rolling incredibly well throughout the entire fight.
I don't know how! Why?
Oh,
Watch
my
me not roll a
goodness
single...
sakes.
Watch me roll
6.
terribly against
Here it is.
Octavian now.
Here it is. 6 successes. 9 successes. 4 extra successes. Fucking 7 successes. 10 successes.
I have no right to complain about
Spicy.
my dice rolls again. I apologize.
There is booming applause from the crowd as the hated Solar has been vanquished.
And the Lunar steps out. Wait, why are you booing him? Or her? Why are you booing her?
People are more afraid of soldiers than any other kind of anathema because, well, the first age was their fault.
Indeed.
Oh,
The Wyld Hunt is not impressed, though.
I'll take it. Guess
How's
that.
Gavel
Says
doing
about
with
the
all
Wild
this?
Hunt.
Gavel is standing there, probably with a cup of tea, next to Hopkins and Octavian, just very surprised at the outcome of this fight.
Octavian is applauding, but he also looks kind of surprised. Honestly, my money was on the other one.
That would have made two of us.
Does Lythander overhear this?
Perhaps.
Oh.
Can I roll to see if I overhear?
Give me any attribute plus awareness to see if you hear the shit talking.
One success. I want to see it. One success.
You said awareness?
Yeah.
One success.
I'm still transformed at the moment, so I
You
don't
are.
get the -1. 4 successes.
4 successes.
All right, back to the bad rolls we go.
You hear Octavian shit talking you. Gavel's talking too softly in comparison.
Ah.
Why would you think I would lose, Octavian? Because I did too.
And there you have it, folks! Our winner is the mysterious, inscrutable, possibly demonic Lythander!
Hey, now, I'm not that demonic.
Thank you for coming out to our tournament, folks. See you this time next year. And that's when the Wyld Hunt agents slowly slide up to the tournament announcers to have a talk about having blatant anathema around and not reporting them to authorities.
All right.
There are going to be some strongly worded letters tonight, and possibly lost
I'm
jobs,
sure.
unless anyone wants to help poor a sunken reef.
I will do whatever I can to help them. What can I do to help?
You could trot up to them in goat form and do a social influence action on the Wyld Hunt.
Yes, actually, I will do so.
Okay, this is going to be, let me scroll over to the stat block for a Wyld Hunt agent, because they have a thing that makes it harder to convince them to not, do this shit. Oath of the 10,000 Dragons. This character is sworn an oath to defend their fellow hunters and see their mission through to the end. The difficulty of social influence to sway them from this oath increases by 2.
They can only identify me as a goat.
Oh yeah, they can't quite identify, the anathema because of... From their
Iconic.
perspective, you went missing after the battle.
Yeah.
So what do you do as a goat to try and convince them?
I think that's a bad idea there. These folks put up with too much as it is. Might as well just let them savor the moment of a great tournament. Bah.
Go ahead and give me
Oh my
a presence
goodness.
plus force roll with a stunt.
No performance?
Nope, you're talking to people. Useful for gods, not for humans, which exalts are mostly.
Plus what you said? Present
Plus a stunt. Presence plus force.
Plus force. Ew. So that's gonna be 9.
Please?
At difficulty 5, because of the Oath of the 10,000 Dragons.
6.
Yeah, 6!
Damn.
Let's go!
Very impressive.
Well, that's
No,
a
it isn't.
dissuade act.
This is stupid. This is stupid. I'm stupid.
It's a success. It's a successful dissuade actions. Not enough to convince them to lay off him forever, but enough that they'll stop for this scene, I believe.
Oh my goodness.
So they glare at him. They say, after seeing a mysterious goat, "Oh, I've got it. The reason they don't attack you is because even though they don't remember him, they confuse you with the shepherd briefly, also a goat person."
Because the announcer, since he's not an enemy, can see me as Lythander.
Yeah. So they look at each other. Wait, aren't we supposed to heed the warnings of goats? Isn't that what the seers? Yeah, that is what the seers said. We will discuss this topic elsewhere. And then they leave Reef alone. Oh! Hey, thanks.
No problem. We have to look out for each other. I mean, you did not sell us out immediately.
I do appreciate that, yeah. And in return, your prize. And he gives you the Hearthstone.
Lythander just sits there dumbstruck thinking, this is what I needed to get to pay off my debt? I could have just done this instead?
Oh, no, this was different from what the shopkeep wanted from you.
Oh, okay.
He wanted the opal or a heart's grace. This is a Hearthstone. And specifically what a heart...
if I may ask?
Hearthstone is a knot materia. It speeds up your moat regeneration. Aura has one, but hers is not linked. Hers may or may not be linked to a manse. This one definitively is linked to a domain. Or at least it was a domain last you checked. Your boss may have made some additions to that turf. And may have ownership disputes. But point is that you have the Hearthstone and it still speeds up the regen.
I thank you, my good sir.
Yeah, it's aspected to the moon, so you might be able to make use of that. And...
Oh, shoot, okay.
Word to the wise, though, they're probably going to come after you soon.
Oh, no, trust me, I know. I just wanted to make sure that they didn't attack you because you were, doing your job as an announcer.
I appreciate that. He takes a long sip of water and it kind of falls through his throat because he's undead. Yeah. Force of habit. Thanks, and I'll put in a good word for some of my friends at Shampur, too. I don't think they'll be able to come to aid against a wild hunt, but...
Oh, no, trust me, if it's one of those where they could give us refuge for a night-type deal if we need it, that is more than enough.
For non-dragon aid, I'll see what we can do.
Yes, exactly. Thank you.
Okay, and any of the players want to decompress after that, I will note Octavian is still there, hovering. Well, that was an exciting battle, and now I know what to expect.
No, you don't, because that was me at peak. You're not getting me at peak, apparently.
Janist also hobbles forward. She is almost done healing, and there are some burns that are visibly closing over. Ugh! That was a killer fight, I gotta say. Honestly, I should have tried the walking away tactic, too.
It's very surprising how many people don't just, walk away.
Although, I don't know if that would have worked with me being that big near the second half of that fight. I probably would have gone out of bounds if I had tried that.
You know what, that's fair. Also, you're a melee combatant, I'm a ranged combatant. There was a difference there. You had to get close. And
so now for the elephant in the room, she says, pointing at Octavian. Oh, yeah, the elephant. Hi, I'm the elephant.
I thought you were a demon.
Some would argue he's both.
I believe in my conversation with Gavel, I've agreed to a housewarming party, so to speak.
Oh.
No, I would gather all the allies that you have and bring them to bear, because I will be bringing all that I am to bear as well. And let me scroll to the copy of the Exalted Descended Demons to see exactly what happens next, because that can be kind of important. Good, found the list.
All right.
It's part. All of his first circle demons are part of him.
Wow.
That seems illegal.
He has 3 different exciting kinds, as some progeny starts to spawn around him. What? I agreed to bring myself to bear, and these are all part of me. Everyone meet my children. At least 3 different varieties of demons show up from Octavian. And
fuck, he just made Cell Juniors.
Yep. Gethrin, the Harvester of Rarities, which are giant man-sized salamanders who are covered in the same kind of oil that's oozing off of Octavian, but they're are also covered in feathers. They're weird lizard birds. dinosaur people.
Does Nocturna know about any of these?
Obscura?
Obscura. I don't know. I said Nocturne.
She might be able to give some information once I'm done with the hit list of who's Luminita, the deer that hunt men.
Oh.
If you squint, they look like deer, but they're more Shoggoths. They are writhing white tentacles that are just constantly wiggling around that are vaguely deer-shaped.
That's hot.
And then there's the Temescu. There's only one who shows up right now. It appears to be... It's hard to see... It's a giant cloud, but you could see hundreds upon hundreds of different weapons poking out of this cloud.
Interesting.
One of them makes direct eye contact with Lythander and just laughs. Not the same kind of laugh. It's the kind of laugh you would see upon hearing a very funny joke.
Hey now. I know my life is a joke, but you don't have to remind me.
That's odd, Octavian says out loud. The Temescu foresee the time of their own deaths, and... Are you going to kill this one? And,
I will do everything in my power not to kill this one, then.
Then why is it laughing? Usually they foresee their own deaths and despair, or at the very least say nothing. Laughing is... I can count on one hand the number of times that's happened with
Have
my
you seen
kids.
the way I fight?
You know what, that's fair.
He might have laughed at the bear joke that I did.
So I'm going to start calling as many of these as I can, so it's a good thing I'm going to where your army is. Give them a better challenge.
Indeed.
By the by, did you hear about that book of the broken-winged crane?
Trying to remember.
The setting Necronomicon.
Oh, yes. I'm aware of it. Why?
From my own networks, it's appeared somewhere in the Dreaming Sea.
Huh. Okay.
I don't exactly know where, but I'd be interested in finding it if I win.
Would you be willing to join us if you lose?
No.
No? Why not?
Not that I would want you to join us in this case. Or at least in that case.
And here I thought there were similarities between us in regards to what we want to do with our lives, but it seems some differences will set us apart.
No, what? That's
Unfortunately,
Fair. Would you
so.
help us kill the Wyld Hunt, then? For fun.
Unfortunately, no. Even if I win, I will have priorities elsewhere.
Pooey.
Spider slides up to Octavian with a knife. Now?
Not now. Few days.
Slides back, disappointed.
Don't worry. Well, don't worry. You'll have a lot of fun with him.
I think of anything else. I am kind of flagging a little, and that was a pretty eventful fight, so we could end off with a, to be continued on following on a plot point of a book.
What kind of book?
And it has a crane that
I
has
just
several
talked about
pages of dislocation on the cover.
The broken crane.
You see a hand with gauntlets made out of star metal glinting in the sky, picking it up.
Oh, great.
Oh, is that Obsidian Shadow?
No.
Huh.
Flips, read through it, put it back down, and then a spyglass made out of adamant is leveled in front of it to analyze it further. And then we cut to another hand analyzing the same book. Nue's hand, though no longer attached to her.
Oh. Shoot, did 100 Venom Stinger take it?
Who else has a Nue hand?
Nue?
New way.
Who else has a new A hand?
Oh,
Oh, didn't what's their name take one of the Death Lords?
hold on. Let's.
Someone took New A's hand.
Oh no.
Remember when she had to regrow them, which is why she was gone most of Act 2?
Indeed.
Don't tell me the economy's back. Actually, speaking of which, did they ever find more information for me?
Jury's still out. Possibly will return next session.
Sorry, it's one of those from brains like, oh yeah.
The cameras demonstrating multiple copies have dropped in this. Who is the real one? Are there more? Probably, but we'll find out later. In the meantime, 2 people have access to the big dangerous book. What they're using it for, or if they're using them at all, but a big bomb to be detonated later. I'm hitting the stop button. Have a good night, all. Thank you for listening to FateBreakers. We here at the Action Economy crew are proud to bring you this and other AP content, like Tomb of the Red Giant, the first half of our complete JoJo's Bizarre Adventure AP, as well as Rune Runners, our Icon AP. We'll also have a Patreon by the time you hear this. If you like what you've heard so far, feel free to drop us a little bit of money if you can afford to do so, and we could bring you even more content in the future. APs live and die by word of mouth, so if you liked us, please drop us a follow, like, share, retweet, whatever you could think of to help us out. We are excited to bring you more bi-weekly content in 2 weeks from now for the next FateBreakers, and other episodes time permitting. See you then.